Hello, Cobras fans. Welcome back to the Cobras Corner. James Brown here with Coach Josh Resignalo. Coach, it's Christmas in July. How you feeling?
Feeling good.
Good. We are here ready for this week's game versus the Orlando Predators. Coach coming off of a great game, but a tough loss. Came up on the wrong side of it. But I thought the guys played really well.
Yeah. We started off a little slow. I thought a quarter and a half or so was pretty looked like the same team that we had been the last couple games. Other than the way we started, we started off pretty much on fire with Summers had a great run, and then we scored. He scored in his first 2 out of 3 possessions, and then when he got hurt, kind of took the wind out of the sails there for a minute, and then Sam did a good job of coming in and trying to get adjusted to the game flow. So that's pretty much where everything kind of started to die down a little bit, and then picked right back up for the half. So that was pretty good.
You mentioned James Summers, and he did. He provided that initial spark, and that first run that he had was amazing. And I thought we saw some of the talents that made you think, hey, James could be the guy here for our quarterback position. What'd you think?
Oh, yeah, we were excited about it. I was excited going into it, having that relationship with him and coaching him in high school, and then being able to have him at the helm again, was pretty cool. It was a pretty cool moment. And then you have the big run, and that kind of ignited the crowd and got the crowd re-energized back to the way the Cobra Nation responds to big stuff like that. We've been missing that, in the last couple games. So, and it just started us in the right direction. So everyone was pretty excited, and we had a great game plan coming into the game, and it started off executed to the T.
Well, and I think, Coach, best offensive performance of the season, if I'm not mistaken. And you mentioned, James unfortunately went down with an injury, but Sam Castronova was able to come in and really still guide the team and guide to some scores. So you got to feel good about that as well.
Oh, man, I've been trying to find the success in what we've been doing offensively all season, because it's there. We got guys running wide open down the field every game. Guys can't cover us. So if we can't get the ball down the field, or we can't protect the quarterback to get rid of the football, it's frustrating. So, the second half of the game coming out, we scored. Great clock management towards the end, as a team and staff. Everyone was on the same page. We're trying to be the last team to score at the first half, going to the locker room, scoring a touchdown, knowing in the back of our mind we get the ball back and start the second half. So in arena football, you want to be the last team to score the first half and the first team to score in the second half, whether you get a stop and then score, or you score right out the gate. And we played everything down and got the touchdown right at the end of the half. We missed the 2-point conversion, unfortunately, and then we come out right in the second half, ready to roll.
You talked about the 2-point conversion. Unfortunately, you didn't have your kicker this week. Stevens was out with an injury, but you got quite a surprise coming in with Adam Smith. Talk to me about Adam and how you came about him being your kicker for the week.
Yeah, so some of the rules in the kicking game, with the NAL and on kickoffs, the walls are dead. The walls in the field are dead. So when you're struggling kicking and you can't hit the deuce, or you got a kicker that can't make the deuce, or you have a fill-in kicker like Adam, for the instance, his specialty isn't kicking 60-yard field goals to the upright. So you try to get it to where you squib the ball down, you try to kick it down in the corners, because wherever the ball hits in the field of play, it's dead at that point. If it's the word it hit in the ground on the field and then over the wall, then it's out where it went over the wall out. The only time it comes to the 20 when the ball goes over the wall is if it airs the wall, meaning if it goes directly over the wall, then its place comes out to the 20 and is treated as like you missed the kicking a touchback or whatever.
Now, I thought Adam Smith filled in pretty well at that kickoff spot, and I noticed that, of course, you didn't try any extra points or field goals, which I'm sure was strategy too. But Adam also scored a touchdown.
He sure did. Pretty big one. It was a caught a good, great deep ball. Adam's a heck of a route runner. We've got some really good receivers, so he's been limited on time. But he's one of those guys that's going to keep fighting and keep clawing. So when he gets the opportunity to do something, he's going to make some plays. And, he showed that, Saturday night.
And we're going to talk to Adam a little bit later on in the broadcast here. So we also noticed that the defense played really well this week. I thought that we had several guys who made big plays. There was a time during the game that a player's parent was looking for an interception from her son. And sure enough, he got it, Tevin Homer. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, Tevin is a heck of a football player, all around. And then in the arena game, he was with the Albany Empire, when they won the Arena Bowl. So that was a pretty cool experience for him. He's been with the Redskins, so he's played some good football. So for him to come in and make some plays, especially in that situation with his mother, trying to hope for a play, and he actually makes it, it's pretty awesome. That's the game of football offers a lot of different memories and awards and different things like that. But moments like that are things that you'll never be able to take away from his mom, and she'll always be able to cherish that moment.
Coach, I know in a lot of ways you got to feel good about how the team played, even though you don't feel good about the outcome. What were your emotions afterward, and what was your message to the team?
Well, overall, I was bummed, because we fought so hard in that second half, but again, it's the little moments that were in the beginnings of the games and the last couple of games, we were making some mistakes, not getting out of our own way. It's like we've been talking about it, like we're our biggest opponent. What we did in the second half, I think we're down by like 3 scores at one point, and we just got to keep our head down and keep grinding. And that's all we're telling the guys. Keep fighting, keep clawing, keep doing the things that we need to do. And arena football is a funny game. It's gonna come back around. We just got to keep our foot on the pedal and don't stop. If we mess up, oh well, we keep it moving, and we keep trying. And we proved that to the end in that second half. What we took away from the game, I said, and I was proud of them the way that they fought. We haven't had that fight amongst ourselves since week 1, and that's kind of what's been the difference. Is 2 different football teams that we've been seeing, and that team that we saw in the second half, I mean, we've been catching some crap, very difficult stuff from the fans, and it's warranted. I mean, we ain't been playing up to par, so they're not used to seeing Cobra football, be in the dumps, where we've been the last couple of weeks. But that second half, the fans were back, and the fans were supporting us. The fans were driving us. They were excited after the game. Yes, we lost. Everyone was upset that we lost, but very positive of where we are at right now as a team. And, I'm excited for this week, because it's do or die. We were talking about must win last week. It is no doubt must win to keep our playoff hopes alive. If, mathematically, the way things are going to play out, the way I think some things are going to happen amongst some other teams, we went out in these next 3 games, we'll take third. And you can't ask for a better opportunity and situation than that with everything we've been through. And, because all the other teams got some tough schedules. Jacksonville, Jersey, they still got to play Albany, Columbus. Mm-hmm. Orlando's got us twice their last 2 games. So, we take care of business, what we're supposed to do with them. We put them at 5 losses. And we finish out 4-4, we'll be better than the other 3 teams that are all fighting for that same spot with us. So we'll let them figure out who's going to be 4th, and we do our job, and we should be in good shape.
Coach, a lot of the other coaches in the league have experienced quarterbacks at the helm. Mm-hmm. You, on the other hand, are coaching up guys who are relatively new mm-hmm. to the National Arena League. And on top of that, you've got injuries on mm-hmm. the 2 quarterbacks that we've seen so far for mm-hmm. the Cobras this season. How do you combat that? What are you doing to help drive your team forward given those circumstances? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's tough in any situation when you have, rookie quarterbacks. But we strongly felt that Sam, had a better camp, and we chose him to be the starter. And he shows moments of that he's going to be great, and we still believe that he's going to be. But as a rookie, when those moments happen, you see when the rookie side comes out, and you can't run from that when you're a rookie quarterback. You're going to be put in situations where it's going to come out because you've never seen them before, you've never been in them before, so you're going to react accordingly of what you know of your knowledge of the game, and it's going to come out. And the situation where he banged his shoulder up a little bit in the Albany game. So we come back. Matter of fact, I even think it was the Jersey game, week 1. So he's been battling that, all season. He'll be the first to tell you that he's not making any excuses for anything. He's a fighter, he's a warrior, and that's why he keeps fighting. We made the change of starting James this last week. We just wanted a spark. If you remember back in the previous game with Columbus when he came in, he provided a spark, and from everybody, from fans, players, coaches, you guys on the broadcast, it's when it brings that kind of energy to everyone, then it makes you kind of sit there and think. When we're sitting there watching film and thinking about what we're going to do that next coming week, that's the kind of change and energy that we need. And sure enough, when we made that decision, he started right off with a bang, and we were very excited for the way that game was going to go. But things happened, and he unfortunately, hurt his ankle, which he's back to. He's healthy now. I'm sure it's a little tender and sore, but it could have been worse. The situation where it was, so they're battling. where we're at now for this week. I did bring in a veteran quarterback that's got some experience, played in the IFL for quite a few teams, in a CIF, good sized guy, very humble person, played at Georgetown University, then he played his grad year at Coastal Carolina. Aaron Aiken is his name, so he's a Jersey kid, and has had a lot of success everywhere he's been. To kind of bring that fire, to practice and then create that competition amongst the three guys now, we'll see where it goes. And we're pretty excited with what we got going on right now. So,
Coach, this week we have Christmas in July. Any word for the fans who are coming out to celebrate Christmas in July with us?
Yeah, I hope for all of Cobra Nation come out and support what we got going on. And who knows, the Cobras might be Santa Claus for the snake pit and give the gift of a W.
There we go.
I'm under the understanding that T.C. Stevens is not available tonight. And so the kicking game will be interesting tonight for the Cobras.
There's a little positional kick off the boards, and it's going to be down right there. Who was that took that kick
off? That was Adam Smith, the receiver from right here in Greensboro, Guilford College.
He's going deep. He's got a man.
Touchdown! Cobras!
Toe kick straight down the middle. The ball's going to bounce around. Ball's still bouncing loose. Cobras have it! Cobras have it, I think.
Are you kidding me? That is amazing.
Cobras have it.
Amazing.
That is one of the most improbable plays I've ever seen, James.
Can I nominate Adam Smith right now for player of the game? Right now.
Welcome back, Cobras fans. We are here with Adam Smith, who is a receiver for our Cobras. However, last week he got a special job. Adam, tell us a little bit about the special job you had last week.
Yes, sir. So last Friday, Coach Rez called me. He said, I'm trying to nail some things down for our final roster for the weekend. And he said, I don't think we can dress TC, our kicker. Our kicker had surgery last week on his hand, and it seemed that there was a possibility he would be able to play. But at the end of the day, Coach Rez said, your health is too important, more important than this football game.
That's right.
So he said, Adam, can you kick? I said, well, I'll be able to kick it forward. I'll do whatever you need me to do. He said, okay, so get in. We're going to need you to kick. Do the kickoffs off the tee. We'll go for two every time. You won't have to try to actually kick it through the uprights. But he said, just kick it at the wall so it's dead, so they don't get a return.
I was going to ask, we were talking during the game last week that it looked like that was a strategy. Kick it to the wall. They left a void. I guess they were assuming you were going to try onside kick, so they crowded the line. They left voids for you at the wall. Were you surprised about that, or?
I think I was thinking similar to you, where they assumed that I think they knew I was not a kicker pretty quickly.
Right.
And I think they assumed that I was just going to kind of do onsides pretty often. So a little surprised that they didn't adjust when I was just kicking towards the wall or hoping to kick towards the wall every time. But ended up really working in our favor for a while, and they finally put two guys back there and were able to kind of corral it at the end.
I thought that it really worked out. It was a great strategy. I mean, we had several that were down inside the 10-yard line, which is poor field position for a starting offense, but great from our perspective.
Absolutely.
There was even one that you did kind of squib in the middle that was down inside the 5-yard line, if I remember right. Does that sound right?
Yes.
Who can ask for better than that, right?
Yeah, so if this is the end of my kicking career, I'd like to say that it went well.
Right.
It went well.
Talk to me about that great kickoff attempt that we actually recovered down inside of the 10-yard line. How'd you feel about that? It had to feel pretty special, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was pretty excited about it. I've never kicked before in my life. So we started to get some momentum, and my kicks started to actually go the way I wanted them to go, and I was getting really excited. On that kick that we recovered, I was aiming for the back left wall. It did not initially go to the back left. If you go back and watch, it kind of goes right middle a little, and then it gets one good bounce, and it just continues. And if anyone has touched an arena football before, you know it. If it bounces, it's going anywhere. So when it started bouncing, I was like, wow, we had a lot of momentum at this moment. And I was thinking to myself, we might really be able to get this. and the crowd started to get a little louder, and I think our guys, I mean, they really bought into special teams this past week, specifically because we knew we had to buy in. We don't have TC who can kick deuces at any given time,
Right.
so they needed to buy in. So, I mean, I was probably just as excited for that play as any play the whole night.
We did have a bit of a squib kick, I would call it more. Did you ever think about maybe doing an onside kick?
So I think that if we would have practiced it previous to Saturday, I think that it would have been an option. But the fact that we had never really repped it with me at kicker,
Right.
when we got into that final scenario where we were just down a score, Coach Rez just said, let's just keep doing what we've been doing, just kick it. And we were just hoping for another lucky bounce or whatever, somebody making a play. So it didn't end up really being an option. It was just we're going to continue to play the game of football and hope we score one more.
Now, my broadcast partner, Tom, loves the onside kick, okay? I mean, he thinks that as strategy, you should just try it because the numbers play out that he thinks that it's advantageous to just try the onside kick every time. So I'll just go ahead and warn you that during the broadcast, he was calling for that onside kick every time.
Oh, yeah. Nothing wrong with that. And arena football, if you kick an onside kick, you get the ball at the 5. That's the hardest place to score on the field in arena football.
That's right.
So the numbers don't say it's a bad idea. I don't disagree.
So while kicker is fun, you're a receiver by trade.
Yes.
And so talk to me about that position. You had a pretty good game, I thought, this week. You scored a touchdown. How'd you feel when you got that 6 points?
Yeah, it was really awesome. I was kicking pretty much the whole first 3 quarters, and then fourth quarter came around and Coach Rez called my number to come out and play some of my actual position, play some receiver. It was Kendrick Ings and B.J. Bunn out on the field. I think we kind of stressed the defense in a way they hadn't seen the whole night. I'm a faster guy, whereas Julius Gregory had been out there. He's our bigger jump ball type of guy. Throw it on the wall, let him run. So I don't think the defense was quite ready for us to be able to stretch the field with multiple guys. He gave me my shot to go deep. We had Ings go deep one time, and we got really good protection on the play. Sam threw it at a perfect spot. And it was funny enough, Kenny Veal was guarding me, who was in camp here.
Right.
He's been here for a few years, has a lot of respect in the arena game and in Greensboro. So it was fun. I talked to him after the game. He was like, I'm glad you got it on me. Wow. So it was an awesome play. Crunch time, really important. So I was very excited about it.
That's great. So was that your first score?
It was my first in the NAL, yes.
Wow. So that's got to be big. Where does that rank for you in your all-time as far as touchdowns? Is that pretty big?
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be really high. I went to school here at Guilford, so of course the first college touchdown, all of these different touchdowns rank high. My first pro touchdown ranks high. But this one is just a little different. It's the highest level of football I've been a part of. It's my return home, per se.
Right.
It's the first professional touchdown my wife has seen in person.
Wow.
We lived apart for a few years when she was in grad school. So for a multitude of reasons, it was a big one. So it definitely ranks up in the top 5, I would say.
Wow. The Cobras have a talented group of receivers, and you're part of that group. You're trying to get in more. You've scored your first touchdown here in the NAL. How does that feel? How do you break into that rotation and get more reps on that field?
Yeah, I think we have the most talented and most well-rounded group of receivers in the league. We've got some fast guys. We got some big guys. We've got some run-after-the-catch guys. So it is hard to crack the lineup. It's difficult. We've got guys that have a lot of experience and are good at what they do. So for me, it's just been play my game. My game is usually shots down the field, big plays, catching the ball, getting open. Whereas Kendrick Ings is almost that same type of guy. So we're very similar in the way we play. Bunn is more of he's going to catch it in the middle and, as we've seen on our wall, run somebody over type of guy, catching traffic. So we've got different guys on the field. So for me to get on the field is just do what I do, simply, and allow a place in our offense to fit me, and I fit a place in our offense. So it's nothing really special. It's just do what I'm good at, do what I'm coached to do, and make the plays when they present themselves.
So here we are, Adam, fresh off of your kicking debut, your NAL touchdown, right? What do you see? What's next for Adam Smith?
Yeah, so our plan is to finish the season 3-0. and then get into the playoffs and make a run. That's the immediate future we see. But of course, first get this Thursday practice in, have a good time tomorrow with the guys, and win on Saturday. So that's the immediate future. As for continuing on, I'm a teacher in the Wake Forest area in Raleigh. Awesome. So continue teaching, continue to work out. I coach there as well in Raleigh. So continue my non-football career, doing that. Love what I do. We'll see what happens with football after this season. I know if all else fails, I want to be here with the Cobras. So that is without question. Of course, if something else presents itself, I'll cross that bridge when we get there. That would be fantastic. But, just continue to enjoy life and coach other people up and impact other people's lives positively.
That's awesome. And how can our Cobras fans contact you, reach out to you, social media, etc.?
Yes, so all of my social media handles, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook is just my name, obviously. Adam Smith is a little common, though, so it might be difficult to find. But Twitter and Instagram are Adam Smith 7, ADAMSMIFF 7. So again, the Adam Smith is pretty common, so had to add the F's in there to differentiate a little bit. So yes, Adam Smith 7 is where everybody can find me.
Well, Adam, Merry Christmas. It's great talking with you, and great job last week.
Yes, thank you. It's Christmas in July, so come get your tickets, guys.
Before we go, we have 2 more special guests that just wanted to come to the stage and introduce themselves and invite you out to a very special event. And so we're going to have them come and say hello.
Hello, how are y'all? I'm Anson Yarborough. I'm of the Carolina Cobras, the professional Winter League football team here in Greensboro. And this is how y'all doing? I'm Deshaun Johnson. I'm 76. I play fullback here with the Carolina Cobras. I just want to invite you guys out next Saturday, July 17th. We take on Orlando Predators here at the Greensboro Coliseum. And I'm just, trying to show face and have you guys come out and support your local professional indoor team. That's all.
Because y'all hear them, because y'all understand them. The voices was a bit deep, wasn't it? They're from the Carolina Cobras. Their very last home game is next Saturday, and they just wanted to come up here, show love, support the YWCA, and invite you out to their last home game. Once again, thank you so much for spending your Sunday afternoon with us. We appreciate you. We love you. Thank you so much, and we hope you enjoyed yourself.
I am Chase Clark, and we're back with the Renaissance Project, a Black Girls Movement podcast. I'm here today joined by my co-host, Landon Clark, who is my brother, and a Cobras football player, Deshaun Johnson.
Yes.
All right.
Good stuff, man.
Thank
Yeah, no problem.
How are you liking Greensboro so far?
Oh, man, I love Greensboro. I love Greensboro. I love the city. I love, the atmosphere around here. Everyone's local. Everything's 15, 20 minutes away. It's a little different for me because I'm from a city, like I'm from New Jersey. So coming down here is a lot different. But I enjoy being around Greensboro, hanging out different places, being at the Coliseum and things like that. Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you, what's the importance of community outreach?
The community outreach is it's huge, because for us to be able to come out and talk to young kids and be able to motivate them and, teach them and tell them our story and how far we came. Because I know, a lot of kids, they could be in our same footsteps or follow our footsteps to succeed. So, going out to the community, talking to them, motivating them, teaching them, life lessons, because of our experience, we're just passing on knowledge and things like that. So I think that's huge.
Yeah, although basketball is a way different sport than football, our coach really touches on hard work and dedication, and like you said, being there on time. What is some things that your coach talks to you guys about?
I feel like our coach pretty much talked to us about the same thing you learn from Pop Warner, Pee Wee, from any type of sports standpoint, because, sports build character, so it teaches you to be on time, teaches you to be disciplined, teach you hard work, and, doing what you're supposed to do, always doing the right thing, and always being positive. So, it pretty much everything follows you throughout life with your sports,
Do the players on your team get along very well together?
Yes, for the most part, yes. We're all like a big family, We all get along. Like families, we fight, we argue. It's more of a, like, you know, it's a regular, like, everyday family type things. So I say, yeah, we all get along. We bump heads, you know, regular family-like stuff because we are family.
Yeah. That's pretty much.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure y'all every day, y'all fighting and bumping, you know, fuss at each other. So it's the same thing like that with the football players, you know, team atmosphere, family atmosphere. So it's all the same.
If you wanted to shout out you guys' social media, your social media, or any games y'all have coming up, you can look right into that camera.
You can follow us on Instagram at Carolina Cobras or Cobra Nation on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. We have an upcoming game this July 17th against the Orlando Predators at the Coliseum, Greensboro Coliseum. My social media feed is Deshaun Johnson on Facebook. Excuse me. You can follow me on Instagram at _Johnson. 7_6, or you could just, you know, find the tags of Cobra Nation, Red Breed, all that type of things. Now pop up some way, shape, or form.
All right, perfect. And thank you so much for joining me and my brother. I hope you have a great day.
Thank you, you too.
Of
Appreciate
course.
you guys.
Hey, how you doing, guys? This is Kenny Ville from the Cobras, number 21, your defensive back here at Dominate Athletic Performance. If you're a middle schooler or a high schooler, you know, come out, be like the pros and dominate your workout performance. Be like the pros. Shoulder workouts, good for tackling. You need the shoulders to tackle. Without your shoulders and tackling on defense, worthless. Build speed and power. Just speed and power. Door flex up, tight core. Always tight core. You can't do nothing without your engine. Your engine is your core. You have abs in your back, and your hamstrings are very important. This keys the hamstrings. You name one Ferrari that goes fast without any wheels. This protect your wheels right here. You know, the kids love these because, you know, you look good in your jersey. Hey, you look good, you play good, they pay good. And it helps you tackle. I call this the hamster. People call this the sprinter. I call it the hamster because it only goes how fast you go. As a DB, as a professional athlete, you gotta run fast. They say speed kills and speed pays the bills. Hey you guys, I'm here with my best friend Andy, coach, owner, and founder of Dominate Athletics. Hey, Andy, can you give me a reason why you want everybody in the triad to stop at your location?
Because I want my athletes and any athletes out there to be stronger, faster, more prepared for their sport, reduce the chance of injuries. And that's what we're all about here. High school sports are more competitive than ever, and I just want my athletes to have that extra edge. And that's what we can give them here at Dominate Athletics.
You hear it, folks. Andy gave you the recipe. He's the guru, the master around this triad area. You want to be dominated like the Cobras? Come check my guy out.
Now for this week's Beamer Tire and Auto Repair tune-up for the week. Coach, what's our tune-up for the week?
Yeah, so, you know, last week we were hoping that the W would create that success for us that we were trying to find. And I felt like we had a more of a moral success of, you know, the team rallying around each other and getting the fight and getting the crowd involved, and just all of Cobra Nation as a whole, you know, was kind of, you know, balls to the wall, and it was exciting to see and be a part of. So we're hoping for, you know, this week that we take that energy from that second half and translate it to this week's preparation. So far, we rolled into the week with a great start with practice. We're hoping to finish out the week that way and carry it into the game. And I feel if we do that, you know, that same momentum, I mean, we're going to be a scary football team, and we're excited to make it happen.
Sam Casanova here, QB for the Carolina Cobras in Lot J, here with some of our faithful tailgaters that are nice enough to feed us on Wednesday nights. We really appreciate them. You know, us Cobras, we're going to be hungry for a W on Saturday. And speaking of hunger, we know you and your family can get hungry sometimes, so take it on over to some of our other food sponsors. Brick's Pizza, Jam's Deli, Sam's Club, CC's Pizza, Blue Rock Pizza and Tap, Box Office, and Kickback Jacks on Battleground Avenue. And we'll see all of you here Saturday night at 7 p.m. for the Cobras game. If you want to get here a little early at 4 o'clock for the tailgating crew, you're welcome to do that as well.
Tom Lipscomb here at the Cobras practice. I'm not very happy because there's some talk about Christmas in July. And as you know, Christmas should only be in December. I can't stand Christmas, and I'm going to see if some of these players agree with me. Fans, we're back here with James Summers, quarterback for the Carolina Cobras. James has spent many Christmases here growing up in Greensboro, so I know he must agree with me that there's no reason to celebrate Christmas in July here at the Greensboro Coliseum. Right, James?
That brings a little joy in the summer, should you say?
So you are pro-Christmas in July?
Definitely, I think so.
Well, how would the fans celebrate Christmas here at the Greensboro Coliseum?
Well, I'm not quite sure. They can all put on their Christmas hat like everyone, and we can all have a big old Christmas party.
And then what can they expect from you this Saturday?
Making it snow, man, with many, many, many points. How about that?
Okay, and James, just a word with your fans. You went down with an ankle injury. How you feeling now?
I'm feeling great. I'll be back this week, and no need to worry.
Any word for the Predators?
Come to play.
Okay, fans, I'm back here with Brandon Sutton. Brandon, you were with the Cobras last year. You came back a couple of weeks ago. What does it feel like to be back?
Man, it just feels great to be back, man. Glad to be back in Cobra Nation, man. The snake pig is where it's at, man.
Hey, so listen, I'm just making sure you agree with me. There's no need to have Christmas in July, is there?
Hey, the way I was raised, man, Christmas is every day. It's all about the love, man, no gifts.
Okay, well, all right, so you're pro-Christmas. What can the fans expect from you this Saturday here in the Coliseum?
Well, I mean, we're expecting the Cobra win, man. I mean, it's been a rough start, you know, but we're sharpening out everything. We're ironing everything out, man, and it should be a great, first win in the pit for us.
What about you? What are your expectations for yourself?
I mean, anything to make the team better. That's all that matters right now.
Any words for the Predators?
Be ready for the dogfight.
I'm here with defensive player Ethan Farmer. Ethan, I know you were proud of your dad. Your dad was here for Military Appreciation Night last week, and they honored him on the field. How did that feel?
It felt great. Just knowing that the sacrifices he made for this country, knowing that my background with him, it would definitely take me a long way. Learning from him, that got me to where I'm at today. So.
Was he proud of you?
Yeah, definitely. He came home after the game. We talk every day, so that's my hero.
All right, switching gears, and I was very happy with that theme last week, but I'm not very happy now because the Cobras are trying to do Christmas in July. That's no time for Christmas, and I'm hoping Ethan Farmer agrees with me. No reason to have Christmas in July, is there?
Nah, not really, but this will be a good one for the fans. That's the main thing, get the fans out here for sure. Hopefully we can make Santa happy on Saturday for sure.
So you think the fans will enjoy this Christmas concept?
Yeah, definitely. We definitely need this win. I think it's going to be, the atmosphere here is going to be great.
Is that what you're going to try to give the fans this Saturday?
Definitely for sure. Hopefully get a good Christmas gift. So.
What should the Predators expect from you?
Just, hardcore, constantly, every single down, every single play is going to count. We got to play all 4 quarters to come out with a victory on Saturday.
I'm very discouraged because a lot of these Cobras really do like this Christmas in July concept. I'm here with Tevin Homer. Tevin, you had a big interception last week. How did that feel?
Oh, great. Felt like a Christmas gift, for real.
Okay, but we don't need to keep celebrating Christmas, do we? No need for Christmas in July, is there?
It's Christmas every day this year. It's a gift.
Okay, so some of us were watching the YouTube feed last week, and your mom has been a frequent visitor to YouTube. And right before you made that interception, she said, I want my son to make an interception. Did she tell you about that?
Yeah, she did call me, actually. She sent me the video, she screenshot the video and sent me the video.
Now, do you think she's proud of you and all the work you're doing here with football in the Cobras?
Yeah, definitely. I know she loves me. I'm making everybody proud at home.
Okay, so here's the big question. Do you think your mom would be against this idea of Christmas in July, or do you think that this would be a great way for her to root on her son?
Knowing her, I know she keeps her Christmas tree up for a long time after Christmas, so I don't think she will.
All right, well, that's it. I'm on board now with Christmas in July. Tevin Homer's on board. Tevin Homer's mom's on board. All the rest of the Cobras are. So fans, you come on out here to the Greensboro Coliseum this Saturday night to celebrate Christmas in July. What can the Orlando Predators expect from you?
Another interception.
We're back, Cobras fans. Tom, you seem to be in a better spirit now. Your Christmas spirit looks to have dwindled out there on the field earlier.
It took me a while to adjust to this concept of Christmas in July, but now I am buying in, James. hearing the pitter-patter of footsteps of the players practicing out on that football field. And I'm feeling a little bit more in the Christmas spirit, and I'm definitely in the football spirit. I hope that people will come out to the Greensboro Coliseum, the greatest arena in the United States, right here on Saturday night.
That's right. We're getting ready for the game. Christmas in July, Carolina Cobras versus the Orlando Predators. Come on out to the Coliseum and watch some exciting NAL football.